going on, everyone? It's the host with the most, who can do almost most. It's Ethan Blake. And today, I'm doing a special episode. If you caught me on the Instagram earlier today, then you will know what I'm talking about. It is none other than UTI playing with fire. Yeah, so first attempt at this. I'm feeling a little confident about this. Y'all should feel pretty confident in me, just because I sound confident. So anywho, let's check what we got in the fridge, eh? Oh, my favorite, a totally unscripted, pre-marinated thing of pork medallions. No. See, my dog, he's gonna be Mr. Man in all this. And what's great for pork is cast iron, which I had seasoning last night. See, I'm all pre-prepared. Isn't that great? Like, this isn't a cooking show, but damn, this is turning out to be a pretty good one, eh? So yeah, we're just gonna... You don't really need to put anything in a cast iron because it's pre-seasoned, you know? And the way I did these boys, and, you know, I do want to hold that up to the camera. You know, it looks a little pale right now. You know, I'm going to need to get some better lighting on this. Here we go. Check it. So, yeah, we got some better lighting on that. It is seasoned just for, you know, I feel like I have to make that known that it is seasoned. I don't even know if that was a good enough view of it, but it's seasoned. So yeah, what did we season it with, you might be asking. And further reason to cook is to, you know, have a drink for, you know, after the meal. Anywho, I'm rambling, it's okay. For the best of times. Anywho, this is seasoned, these pork medallions. These are seasoned with about a little bit, like a half table. I don't even, you know, it's seasoned with minced garlic. What else I do? Lemon pepper. What is really great, I'll show you all exactly what I have. I use sriracha and this Frank's Red Hot Sweet Chili. I don't know if I'm allowed to show that. I'm not sponsoring it. I'm not promoting it. Well, I mean, I'm kind of promoting it. It's just really good. It tastes really good with this stuff. You know, you heard it. Just don't say you heard it from me. You know, what else I do? Salt, pepper. That's basically it. Just season it till you get color. Or, you know, till it... I eyeball my seasonings. I don't like to measure. I heard once, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. So I kind of took that to heart. Because a lot of people don't think I season my food. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Just comparing my skin to the door. But Anywho. What we're going to do, because these are pretty thin, all you really got to do for pork medallions is quick sear, really, on high heat for a couple, like, barely a minute aside, honestly. It's hard to get a crust on thin stuff, you know, just because it cooks so fast, so that's why you kind of want to blast it with high heat. And, excuse me, there is an itch. I'm clean. I know this is called the UTI podcast, but listen, all right. I'll wash my hands, all right? We'll cut that out. Okay, we're back after washing my hands. So, what we're going to do, if you were following, what we're going to do is just basically crank up the heat. Not as high as it goes, but almost as high. That's a good size burner. Alright, so while that is heating up, we're going to take out a thing of butter. It's about a half stick. I'm not going to use the whole stick because heart disease. It's killing Americans everywhere. This episode is sponsored by the prevention of heart disease. Some butter, not all the butter, I guess would be the tagline. Anywho, if this episode sounds weird, it's because I'm using iPhone audio, so please forgive me. I'm gonna do what I can to enhance everything, so on and so forth. I have to get away from there, otherwise you're going to hear a fan blasting, but, yeah, it's been a good day so far, It's been a good day so far, other than the traffic I encountered, if y'all tuned into Traffic Tales yet, which is live on Instagram. Other stuff, which is kind of funny, that video on my main account, The Reels, it is over 1,700 likes organically, which is hilarious because I'm not the creator of that and I just did a reaction to that. So if you want me to react to stuff, by all means, just send it to me. I'll give you an honest thing. My homegirl sent me something that she wants me to react to. I saw the first 2 seconds of it and I really don't want to do it, but hey, I'm committing to the reaction. Yeah. And I apologize for the wait. I'm doing sides separately, but, this is my first attempt at cooking for an audience. And by audience, I mean my dog at the end of the apartment and the camera right in front of me. That's basically it. Won't take too long. So, I guess while it's heating up, we can grab our plates. Singular. And we're going to get the marinated pork medallions ready. I don't remember how much these cost. But it's pork, so it's, kind of cheap. Just not necessarily that healthy for you. But the medallions are good. Medallions are low in fat. They're just really thin, so you kind of got to cook a lot of them if you want to have a full meal, at least for me. And, I'm, in addition, I'm, going to do sides. I didn't mean to turn my back to y'all for that long, but listen, it's y'all's pleasure. I've been told I should start an OnlyFans just for, that. So, we're going to turn the fan off because it's probably hard to hear me. Cool. Let's see. I'm really a dummy, so I would be the one to touch it, the cast iron. Also, a thing about the butter, you don't want to put butter in a super hot pan immediately because you will burn the shit out of it. Instead, what I like to do, I would save the butter for last because these are, medallions already have a lot of coating on them. They're going to be slick, and plus, you don't even move them around that much if you want a crust. You know what I mean? If you don't, now you do. So butter will be a last thing. It'll just sort of help bring flavor. I don't want to sound arrogant because that's how I would come across as someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. So, in essence, we're going to save the butter for last. We're not going to use too much of it. For 3 pork medallions, I'm going to use probably a tablespoon and a half. Would be good. Yeah. It's about an 1/8 cup, it says. Listen, or whatever. That's what it is. I don't know if y'all could see that, but whatever. Here we go. So, let me get everything situated. What do we need? So, also, if it's wisping smoke, like wisping, not a whole lot, just like coming off the edges, that means it's hot. Obviously. So, what I need to do right now is find something to grab the pork. In times of struggle, we can always use just a fork for my pork. That's a bar. Pay me for that. And then we're also just going to go ahead and just measure out however much butter we need, because we don't want the rest of it to melt. Awesome. And y'all are getting a show right now. I'm just letting you know. This is cable television on YouTube. That's how good this is. I'm just saying, this is fantastic. Anywho, when taking the pork out, we're going to squeeze every single last solitary drop possible out of the bag, because that is going to get all of that nice, delicious, spicy, sweet flavor. Sweet and spicy flavor. You know, I'm going to lay off the beer until we're done cooking. I've had one. Probably going to stick with that, though. You know, it's only the start of the week. It's okay, though. We live. Anywho, pork in the skillet. Right now, I just turned down the heat a little bit just because it was crazy high. Ready for sizzle. Yeah. All right. Put them in quick. Make sure all of them have room. Awesome. We're going to squeeze all of that out. Now, I am screwing up a little bit because you can't see it, but they aren't all how they should be. Let me fix that. There we go. Awesome. So we are just going to let that do a quick sear for just a moment. God, the flavors. They're very intense. They're like, I don't know, I'm rambling. I know it's loud, the sizzle. That's why I'm trying to talk a little bit louder than the sizzle. And like I said, it doesn't take very long each side when you flip it to the back side. That's what she said. What we're going to do is lower the heat a little bit, add the butter. Because like we said earlier, we are not going to burn that butter. It's going to ruin the taste. So we're going to do a quick look, and that side is looking good. Have an awesome crust on that. Nice. And then what did we say we're going to do? We're going to lower the heat. Shit. We're going to lower the heat. And throw our butter in. When we throw our butter in, we're just going to, rotate everything. Maybe grab an oven mitt because your cast iron is going to be hot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're making a lot of noise in Ethan's kitchen because that's how we do. That is how we do. And then make sure you look out for any pieces that did not get cooked all the way through. But what's awesome about the butter is that it's going to brown everything a little bit. It's going to, make it a little bit saucier. I'll show you what I mean as soon as we are ready to plate. But we're just going to get it finished up real quick. But yeah, this looks great, people. This looks like we made a thing. So once you get that sear on it and the butter in, we're just going to let it raise to internal temperature to something that's not inedible. And that does smell really good, y'all. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out, honestly. Woo! Remember the cast iron. It's hot. We need protection for cast iron. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Everything is looking awesome. We love to see it. All right. So because these are thin, these are looking pretty good to go, and we're going to let them rest for a little bit. So yeah, what we're going to do is very carefully just fork them on. Lovely. Yeah, that's some fine dining right there. Yeah, buddy. Get out of the kitchen. That's my dog. This is so chaotic. I apologize. Awesome. It's looking great. All right. The moment. Don't want y'all to hear inconsistent audio. This is the moment y'all have probably been waiting for, for the past 16 minutes and 5 seconds now. Take a view of the apartment. That might be a snoop on the stoop you just checked out, but here we are. Look at that. These have been marinating for 1 day, maybe a little bit over. Ooh, buddy. So we're going to let that rest a little bit just so it can cool down and internally cook just, for a quick secchi. However, yeah, see, we're doing it professional. We're doing it real professional. We got the light in the kitchen. That's how you know we're doing this cooking, this cooking thing serious. Anywho, I'll let y'all know how it tastes in just a second. We're going to let it cool off. All right? All right. It is time to eat. So, let me just show y'all what I got real quick. Howard. He really would like a bite, but unfortunately, look at that. Oh! So, before I clean that up, I'm just going to let y'all know how it tastes, because that's probably what everyone's waiting on. All right. Beautifully cooked. One of y'all could be at the other end of this table. That's all I gotta say. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed. I'm Ethan Blake. This has been UTI Playing with Fire. I don't have crabs, as earlier stated. Have a good one.